Good evening, guys and gals. This is Brad Varnell with the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Welcome tonight, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. We are cruising together to financial freedom. Folks, I am so excited to share the Gains Associate platform with you tonight. The Gains tokens, they are a decentralized VC venture capitalist, which is basically a fancy name for a group of very successful crypto investors that have gotten together and put this platform together so that the average retail folks like you and I that don't have tens and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to invest in cryptocurrency can get into some of the hottest upcoming token sales in the seed rounds and the private rounds and get in on some of the amazing gains that are possible through these getting in early on these sales. Folks, so many of these tokens by the time they launch to the public have gone up massively, and you have an opportunity to maybe still 5 or 10 or 15 or 20x, on your money. Maybe, turn $1,000 into $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000. But folks, with gains, you have the opportunity to get in to the private sale rounds that are normally exclusive to people that have hundreds of thousands of dollars. And these are where you can see 50x, 100x, and even 1000x gains. In fact, tonight I'm going to show you 3 different deals that I've been involved with recently through the Gains platform and give you a little bit of an idea of what is possible. Before I get to that, I want to show you a little bit about the founders and the people that are behind this amazing platform. This is their website. I started off here, gainsassociates.com. I'm going to put the link to this website in the description so that you can take a peek at it. But before I get going too much further, the important thing when it comes to these pooling groups or these venture capitalists, and a reason that a lot of YouTubers don't talk about them much is because we don't want to put our name on the line for a group that's going to end up stealing people's money and that we've vouched for, and that now our viewers are out all of their money and they're very unhappy with us. So folks, I take this video very seriously. I would never put my name behind a platform like this unless I was 100% sure that the ownership and the people that were in control of our funds had the right motives and were doing the right things with it, and that I didn't have to worry about my members losing their money. Now, with that said, folks, there's no guarantees in life. These guys have done 100% of everything that they said that they would do. They've paid out every token that they owe people. And so, but what the future brings, we never know, folks. So I'm not a financial advisor. You have to do your own research, figure out what you're comfortable with, and if this is the type of risk versus reward situation that makes sense to you. But I am here, folks, to tell you that I love these guys and that I am not only a long-term holder of their token, but I'm going to show you all of the projects that I've invested my own funds in. Tens of thousands of dollars of my own money with no hesitation at all, because I know these guys are going to be here long term and they're going to follow through on their commitment. So with that, let me get over here and show you one of the co-founders, Alexander Raffin. Now, this gentleman lives in Paris, France. He got his start in cryptocurrency about 4 years or so ago. And he went through the 2018 ICO boom, where there was so many ICOs coming out that you couldn't keep up with them. And back then, the only way you could get into them were to go into these shady pooling groups. And I like the way that he explained it. He would put his money into like 10 of these ICOs, and usually 2 or 3 of them would just rob them. Their funds would just be lost, but they kept doing it because so many projects back then were doing 10x, 20x, 25x. So when you got involved in a legitimate pool and you could make 10x your money, it didn't matter if you got robbed 2 or 3 times when you hit that 10x on the 4th or 5th time. So that is a great way to think about this as far as risk versus reward. Now the neat thing, these guys decided, hey, they're tired of that risk. And so they built trust in the community. It took a long time. You can just imagine when they first got started and they said, hey, we are going to create this pooling group. We're going to create this venture capitalist firm, and we're going to go out and help smaller retail investors that only have $500, $1,000, $200, $3,000, smaller amounts of money. We're going to help those guys get into these sales and help them make incredible amounts of money. And you can imagine back then when so many people were getting their money literally just bonked over the head and their money taken away from them, they had some resistance. They had to prove that they were genuine. They had to prove that they were trustworthy, and that took some time. But after over 4 years of doing these deals and building a community, they now have a rock solid platform. They just created their own token, the Gains token, earlier this year. Before then, they just had a group of people, a group of investors that trusted them. And now they actually have a token called the Gains token. And I'll show you the Gains token here real quick on CoinGecko. So on CoinGecko, you can see right now, let me refresh this page just to get an updated view. You can see right now that the Gains token is worth about 81 cents. So in order to get into the pooling groups and be able to invest in these amazing projects, you have to own at least 10,000 Gains tokens. So you're looking at about an $8,100 investment. But folks, I'm going to show you here in just a couple of minutes how I made more than that, over double that on just 2 deals. 2 investment deals that I've done with Gains recently that would have recouped all of that $8,100 and gave me about another $8,000 in profit. So stick around. Don't let that price tag scare you off, because once I explain the math behind everything, I think you're going to be as excited as I am about this project. So let's go back here to the website real quick. And I want to scroll down a little bit and show you guys what is Gains. Gains Associates is the world's first decentralized VC with over 4 years of experience and several ultra-high return deals. We are removing the barriers of entry to investing and changing the world one deal at a time. It's an amazing concept, because so often in the government, you know, in the name of we want to protect the little guy, what they really end up doing is protecting the big guys. They take the little guy that's the hardworking, average, you know, middle-class American, or you know, from France or all around the world, and they exclude us from these deals in the spirit of they're protecting us, like we're not smart enough to invest our own money. And normally only the elite of the elite, you know, people, like I said before, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars can get into these deals. Gains has made it possible for the average hardworking person to change the wealth needle in their life massively through this platform. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, and you can take a look at all of this too, but these are their different tiers. As you can see here, tier 4, the Fishies tier, is 10,000 Gains. They get 10% of the allocations on any particular project. So for easy math, let's say that Gains gets a $100,000 private sale allocation of a token. We'll just call it XYZ token. They get $100,000 that they can then pass on to their members. The Fishes would get 10% of that. So $10,000 of that allocation would go to the Fishes pool. They have the Dolphins pool, which is 30,000 tokens. They get 15% of the pool. So they would get 15,000 that they could collectively invest, you know, divided up amongst each person. And as you can see here, they say for the 10,000, the average ticket size, or the average amount that you're able to invest, is about $400. I am in this tier 4, and I can attest to that. I'm going to show you some of my deals in a minute. As a dolphin, you're going to get up to about $700. Now, if you have the funds and can really go for it, at 100,000 gains tokens, you get some shark exclusive deals, some top tier stuff that is very, very hard to get after and be a part of. And you actually get around an average allocation of about $1,500 as a shark. And then tier one, their whales group is 200,000 tokens. They get 50% of the total pool, so they get $50,000. That's also split up amongst much smaller group of people, so they get all the way up to around $3,000 average, which means on some deals they're getting double or triple that. Folks, let me just go into some numbers for you real fast. And I also want to give you a couple of ideas, because if you saw this price tag, and when I said, hey, it's going to cost you around $8,200 to buy 10,000 gains tokens, if you freaked out and said, I don't have $8,200, like I'm brand new, I've only got $1,000 or $2,000 that I want to invest, well, I've got good news for you. We're gonna do some things, and I want to show you how you can pool your funds together with maybe a few of your friends or family members, some other people in crypto. Imagine instead of needing, 8,100, what if you only needed 800 or 1,600, and then you could buy, 10% of the pool, and you had 9 other friends that bought 10% of the pool. And now you guys split the deals up 10% a piece also. So you've only got $800 tied up. And now when an allocation comes down the line, let's say that it's a $500 allocation, you guys split that 500 up 10 ways. Now you're looking at about $50 per person in that deal. That might not sound like much, folks, but when you take $50 and you multiply it by 100 times, you're talking about $5,000 that you can make off of a $50 bill. Imagine if that goes up 1,000 times like Blocktopia just did recently, and you were able to turn $50 into 50,000. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you all of the deals, but there's deal after deal after deal after deal. We're not talking about you get into a deal once a month or once every 6 months. We're talking about multiple deals flowing through the pipeline every single month. I'm going to show you here shortly just a few of the deals that I've gotten into recently. But imagine that $50 multiplied by 3, 4, 5, 6 deals a month, and then multiplied by 10, 20, 50, 100x as these projects launch and go into maturity. So folks, real quick, I want to show you a couple of real fast things. So one of the things I want to show you is this is all of the groups that I'm in. Every time I invest in a token through Gains, they create a Telegram group that we can get in. So you can just kind of see here on the left, Colony, Five Ire, Deep, Dragonland, ModaDAO, Crypto Blades Kingdom, Frag Color, Titans, Blocktopia. I'm going to talk about Blocktopia a little bit more today because that's been my best investment in over 4 years in crypto, and I'd have never been able to get a piece of this pie had it not been for Gains. Swash, Koi, Strongnode, Privy, Derived, Network lands with Gains. This is a huge, massive project. Kajura, this just launched. Nakamoto Games is another one I'm going to talk about the numbers on. And then we had one that just launched today called Colony. So as you can see here, these are all of the groups that I'm in, and there's probably a few missing. And just to give you another rough idea of something here, I can't show you all of the the way that the deals are totally set up, but I can do this. This is my email address. Most of these deals are from Gains. Bold Point, I just contributed yesterday or the day before. Cross of the Ages with Gains. And just on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So all of those Telegram groups I could have probably gotten into whether I had invested or not, but you're not going to get these Google Forms. You're not going to be able to get these if you're not invested. So folks, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I invest in every single sale that I get an opportunity to invest in. before I go, let's get into the numbers now. It's important. So we're going to click back here just one more time so you can kind of see the, how many deals that are available and that are coming through the pipeline. I also want to show you one other thing here real quick. They have an announcement channel, and so that would be right here. This is the Silver Fishies announcement channel. You can see there's a new deal tomorrow between 8 and 9 Paris time. 8 and 9 a.m. Paris time. They just did a deal for the Atlantis, which I am super excited about. And then earlier today, a few hours before that, they did Galaxy Blitz. And then just a couple of days ago, they did the Bold Point. And if you scroll up through here, they actually did a giveaway where they gave away 15 IDO whitelists to 15 lucky winners for the Atlantis. And then there's multiple different giveaways, but if we scroll back up here, we had an opportunity for Sunni, which I was able to get into, Secret Land, and just on and on and on and on. Cross of the Ages. So there's deals going all the time. You will not have a lack of deals to be able to get into. MetaBrands. For those of you that are familiar with my channel, I did a huge giveaway with MetaBrands. It's one of the most highly sought after ICOs out there. I think it's going to do amazingly well. After that video came out, it turns out that Gains was a big enough fish or big enough whale in this space that they were able to get an allocation for us that are part of Gains. So MetaBrands is there. So now that I've kind of shown you some of that stuff, let's go back over here to the numbers. So the first one that I want to talk about is Nakamoto Games. Nakamoto Games, I've got my notebook right here. I was able to invest $500 into Nakamoto. Gains normally takes about a 6% fee for everything that they do. It's one of the lowest fees in the industry. I'm part of several other pooling groups, and most of them charge anywhere from 10 to as much as 15 or even 25% in some situation in fees. Gains is never charged more than 6%. I'm not saying that they never will charge more than that. I think they should. They deserve more than 6% in my opinion. But anyways, after a 6% fee, that's $476, and my price on the Nakamoto Games was 16 cents. So if you take 476 divided by 16 cents, that's 2,975 tokens, folks. I'm going to scroll down here. The price right now, it was $3.75 a minute ago, but this is still close enough. If we take my 2,975 tokens multiplied by today's price, that's $11,000, $11,037 from one $500 investment. And folks, that's why I'm saying that $8,100 or $8,200 to get the 10,000 Gains tokens could potentially be one of the best investments you've ever made in your life. The Gains tokens have been as high as $2, and as they gain more profit, as people get to know them, as more people come to the platform, the Gains tokens have a lot of room to move up. But I don't really look at that because I'm not selling my Gains tokens. My Gains tokens make me too much money getting into these deals. But let's just scroll down here. I was able to sell one of my allocations for close to the all-time high here at $6.71. So as you know, the market's been a little rough recently and some of these tokens have retraced a little bit. But this price here at $3.71 would still have turned 500 into over $11,000. The second token that I want to talk about here real fast, I can't pull it up on CoinGecko because it just launched today, and it's not available on CoinGecko yet, but it's called Colony, and the ticker for it is CLY, and right now it's trading on the MEXC Global Exchange for right about $2. So real quickly here, I invested $600 that I was able to invest in it. $564 after the 6% fee at 20 cents per token. 20 cents per token was the deal that I got in the private round. This, we get these deals before they launch to the public. I got 2,820 tokens, which at $2 is $5,640. So $600 investment worth $5,640 as of today, almost 10 times my money. So if you take those two numbers and put them together, if you take the 11,000, it was $11,156 when it was or when it was $375 for Nakamoto. And then at $2, it's $5,640 on the colony. Those two numbers add up to $16,796. So once again, folks, would you invest $8,100 that you still have? Like if something happens and you absolutely needed your $8,100 back, you can go to Uniswap or PancakeSwap and sell your gains tokens. Yeah, you would miss out on future deals, and there would be a little bit of a penalty to the allocations that you have coming, because these tokens are designed for long-term holders, people that see the vision and want to be a part of this long-term. But if you need to sell your tokens, your $8,100 is right there anytime you want it. It's not like it's gone. You're not paying $8,100 for access to the club and that $8,100 is gone. You're just buying 10,000 tokens that you can sell at any time. So if you'd have had your $8,100 worth of tokens and you'd have been able to get in on Nakamoto Games and Colony, you would have turned your $8,100 into over $16,000 if they stay at the prices that they're at right now for the rest of the vesting period. Now, what if they continue to go up and do something like Blocktopia? So here, Blocktopia is the last one I'm going to show you. I mentioned it earlier that I'd have never been able to get into it probably without being a Gains member. I got $1,000 into Blocktopia, the #1 IDO that I've ever been a part of. I was able to get $1,000 into it. That was $940 after the 6% fee, which at a price of 0.00175 netted me 5,371,428 tokens. You can see that number right here, 5,371,428 tokens, worth right now at the price that they're at $441,692, folks. Now, I had some weak hands. I've gotten 10% of those tokens, and I've sold them for a crummy $24,000 combined. A lot of people held the tokens for a lot longer, but I needed some cash and I wanted to invest in some other things. So I took the first $100 of my $1,000 investment and turned that into $24,000, and I still have 85% coming. But like I said, $441,000 for a $1,000 investment, folks. That is why I am so excited about this platform. For those of you that have stuck around this long, I do want to announce a little bit of a giveaway. All you have to do is go down into the comments section and just comment, "I want gains." I want gains, and you will be entered into a drawing. Gains has been nice enough they're going to throw me $100 worth of Gains tokens, and I'm going to give $20 a piece to 5 different winners. So if you get drawn, you're going to get $20 in Gains tokens and be able to kind of continue to do your studying and do your research and figure out if you want to get in and start doing these ICOs. I also want to highlight the other co-founder. This gentleman is a software engineer, Lofty Zoed. I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly, but he's a software engineer. He's a co-founder here at Gains. Also super versed in crypto and how the back end works. Gains has got an incredible platform where you're going to be able to log into your account and see every single deal that you have, all of the vesting terms, when your next distribution is coming. I mean, light years advanced compared to some of the pooling groups that I am a part of. So, with that, folks, I'm going to do some follow-up videos, and I hope that you got some good information out of this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing some new videos on some of the projects that I've invested in through Gains, so you're going to get an opportunity to find out about a lot of these projects before they launch. You're going to get to hear about them and have an opportunity to get in on them early. If you're a member of Gains, then you're going to love these videos because you're going to get an opportunity to really see exactly what you have, purchased, what ICO or IDO, private sale that you've gotten into. So please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and once again, in order to be eligible to win the 20 bucks worth of Gains tokens, all you have to do is say, I want to win. Two other little pieces of housekeeping. Please follow my Twitter. The link will be in the description. And most importantly, if you're on Telegram, get into my Infinite Crypto Telegram group so that you can be caught up to date. I put all of my picks into the Telegram group first. So if you want to know what I'm investing in, what my community is investing in, and what they like, get into the Telegram channel, the Infinite Crypto Telegram channel. That link will also be in the description. So with that, folks, I thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless.